This this muscular organism is called sea cucumber. I don't want to touch it because I don't know whether it is toxic or not. Oh, I should not leave it here, and I should not disturb its normal. You found it? Have you found it? Like,
Intertidal zone means where the land meet the ocean. It is a buffer zone, and here you can experience both high tide and low tide. High tide means the tide reaches the highest length of the land. Low tide means whenever the water goes down, the land got exposed to air, like here in this figure. It's called the low tide. Movement of tide is due to the gravitational attraction between moon and earth as well as sun. Visiting intertidal zone for scientific purpose and exploration is a great opportunity because in a low tide you can see all the tide pools, all the organisms and animals which are exposed, the plants, the biodiversity. Here you can also address the effect of climate change because whenever there is the temperature of the sun is highest, the organisms survive themselves in such a way that it gives you some indicators. For example, there are death of species may happen. You can see many species got died. There are numbers varies because of temperature change. So let us see how it feels like to be in an intertidal zone. Life is a very precious and delightful opportunity that is given by this nature to us. But in this society where human activities and conflicts have affected several others' life, are facing threaten to their life. Some of the examples are going to be here that I'm going to show how the different animals from the ocean are present in the rocky areas of the Anjuna and the shore near to it, and due to the climate how they got affected will be the topic of today's video.
when the tide is retrieved, the intertidal organisms, the plants and animals which are present, they are all exposed to air. While they are exposed to air, they are devoid of food and oxygen and water. This put them into a highly stressful condition because in the daytime they face the heat from the sun as well as from the surface which was ultimately heated by the sun. This heating causes thermally desiccated stress due to temperature and water. Now let's learn how these species are surviving in this condition. What
Is
is
the dynamics of their birth and death in this condition.
this? Is a barnacle species called Megabalanus, which has been died since many months ago. As you can see from from its cell structure, it's dried and it's empty, and the size is also small. They have not grown well, so that signifies the growth is retarded with time because of the environmental stress. There are hundreds of these kind of species which dies in each season because of the environmental change, which we call the climate change. And these changes are very less studied in oceanographic field because of the lack of resources as well as the lack of proper scientific facilities.
In this tideful, now this shelled animal called barnacles are exposed to the air. In the daytime, the sun hits off the surface, this rocky substratum, and the cells also. Some organisms take shelter in the crevices of the rocks like these snails in the shades.
These are all dead barnacles because of the heat from sun. All of the species died, and it has been some months old only, not even a season. So that is the effect of climate change. As you can see, this is a barnacle species which is also died. Let me show you how it looks like. You can see this is a barnacle species. हाय, ये आप देख सकते हो कि ये एक पत्थर था जिस like there is a snail in this. You can see the snail here, and this shelled organism is called patella. There are also the patches of lichens or algae, which are the plants of the sea. You can see it from the rocks, and I'll show you one sea cucumber. Just hold on, let me show you. This muscular organism is called sea cucumber. I don't want to touch it because I don't know whether it is toxic or not. Oh, I should not leave it here, and I should not disturb its normal habitat because this may die if I keep it open for longer time. Okay, and now I'll put it into the normal habitat of itself. Should I just hold it and throw? Huh? Is it toxic? Huh? They have any chemicals like? Okay, so I'll not touch it. I don't know what they have possessed it, whether it is very toxic or not. So in 1, 2, 3, I'll throw it into the pools. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. One more time. 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, there are some chemicals which are coming out of his backside. Oh my god, what is that? Some threads comes out from his back. Okay, yeah, some threads. I don't know what chemicals it is. Do not want to mess up with them. Okay, stop it. Is it died or alive? This one, let me check it once more time. No, it's alive. It's not dead. Okay, thank God. And one more thing, you can see this is a snail. So there are a lot of snail in this here. It's a green color gastropods. Let me show you some dead oysters. So all these things you can see here, these are dead oysters. Okay, and in these crevices there are a lot of barnacles. These are called barnacles, big barnacles called megabalanos, and there are some red algae also. So these are some algae species here, which are the marine plants. Okay. Okay. So we got one sea urchin. You should not touch sea urchin with bare hands. So I'm trying to find something to hang over it. So I don't know whether it is a sea urchin or not, but this is something which is moving. You can see it is moving. Ah, something just bite my leg. Whatever is it, this is moving. You can see the close view. You found it? Have you found it? Make it close. Make it close. These are like some hydras or so. Hydra, is it? This is like a hydra or so. Yeah. See the tentacles moving. Make it close view. See, they are alive, and they are present in this tide pool. Okay. Red clams, which are very rare. I've never seen any. Or a red mussel. It's a mussel. These are called mussel, and which is locally been eaten by the local peoples. So I'm going to put this hydra into this tide pool, so that, and these tentacles, you can see the tentacles. These tentacles has poison, or it has some chemicals. You should not touch them. This is a defense mechanism, this tentacles, and if you touch it, it will sting you, and you may have some problems which nobody knows whether it has a solution or not. See, I found two different species of mussel. You can see one is a green mussel. It has green color in the border. Another is the red color mussel. I have never seen red mussels before, but this is my first time. So this is one mussel species, and these are some gastropods, which are the snail species of ocean. And then there is this another gastropod, which is, I don't know what it is, but it looks good. Okay, you can see it here. One species of hydra also. I don't know what is the name of this, but you can see the movement. If once you touch it, they close their body. Okay, and let me give you a clear picture of everything, how it looks like. इधर बहुत सारे स्नेल्स है, और ये है क्या, ये चीज़ हाइड्रा जैसा लग रहा है। क्या इधर भी है, बहुत सारे हैं, और इस साइड पे भी है, इधर में भी है। ओके, these are all oyster species. I'll give you a close look. ये सब ऑयस्टर्स है, ये वाला, लेकिन ये this one is patella, this one is also patella, but this one is oyster. So they are the most adapting species in the intertidal zone.
Have you ever seen plants in ocean? Look at these figures for plants in the ocean. Finding the reason of climate change is a difficult most job. Often you come across only the numbers of dead species on a rocky substratum or so. But I wanted to study the effect of temperature here. So I brought my digital infrared thermometer, which is here, and I checked the temperature of this substratum in a daytime. What I found was really difficult, because you cannot even believe that these rocks gives you the temperature around 40 to 43, because the heat of the sun hit the surface much larger as comparison to the air. Even though air temperature is around 30, 32, 35, but the temperature of the rock is around 40 or more.
Here we go, we found a sea urchin. As you can see, यहाँ पे देखो, जूम करो, you see, this is a sea urchin, and there is another one which is sea urchins are echinoderms, which are shelled animals. They have spine and their structure is hard. You can eat a sea urchin if you have scissors. You can cut all these spikes and cut upon the body, soft body, which can be used as a delicacies. However, you should be careful. These spines have toxins and poisons. Once you got sting from them, if you do not treat them properly, you may face paralysis, respiratory failures, tissue necrosis, and death are inevitable sometimes. गोवा के आज इस इंटरटाइडल विजिट में बस इतना ही. So this is all for today's video, and in future we will walk together to find more stories about climate change in such ocean and other areas of life. Let's go for the moment. Bye bye. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my